Hello everyone, it is James and I'm back for what is now day 7 of trying to become a famous author. It's been pretty fun so far. I guess I'm sort of burning the wick from both ends a little bit by trying to do the daily uploads, so I apologize if it just feels like pretty empty yapping, but I think until inspiration hits, I guess I'll just keep that going because it doesn't feel too terrible, at least from my perspective. So today, I guess I was just gonna continue the theme of yapping, but talk about superstition a little bit, but also how that factors into success. In at least my experience, because as a disclaimer, I'm a very superstitious person, like not intentionally, but I think I do tend to think, I guess, that my thoughts of the future have more of an impact on the future than they do. I know like a lot of people kind of use that to their advantage because they sort of manifest and they think about positive outcomes, and it helps them to sort of push towards achieving those outcomes. But for me, it's more like I have to avoid thinking about the worst outcomes, because if I think about, I have to avoid thinking about these good outcomes that other people think about in order to manifest, because if I think about these good outcomes, it's almost like I'm preventing them from happening. So that's just my superstition telling me that if I think about something, then that prevents it from materializing. And sometimes I'll get close to thinking about something that I really want, like publishing a novel or something in my personal life, and I will try to just shut it down and not let myself think about it, because I'm too scared of jinxing it, I think, in a nutshell. And I'm bringing this up because I think that's a bad habit. I think it sort of inhibits me. I'm not sure I'll ever be able to wield manifestation like other people manage to do and be able to envision things in a way that helps materialize them, because to me, I think I'll always just have a bit of a lingering doubt there, to the efficacy of that for me. But I think I could at least not worry so much about jinxing things. And so I guess if anything, running this channel and having these videos is a bit of a, in terms of that perspective, a bit of a jinx, because I guess it's sort of running on the belief that it could go somewhere, and that in itself would be what past me would say is preventing a future outcome. But I think that's a good practice for me, because I don't think success really works like that. I think even though sometimes for me it feels like certain thoughts or dreams get in their own way and trip me up, I don't think they have that kind of impact. So I guess it's important that I just put my best foot forward and go for something, even if in a weird way I'm worried that the act of vocally going for it or intentionally going for it is going to jinx me from getting there. So I don't know, I guess it's a weird experience of superstition, but I wonder if other people have also felt a similar way sometimes. Like if you think about something, then maybe it bars you from getting there. But it's something I'm working on, because I think I miss out on something too if I can't even think about certain positives in the future, because I'm too worried about preventing those outcomes from happening. And I think it can also stop me from knowing where my end goal is or what I'm aiming towards. Not that there is like a defined end goal, like I think there'll always be something more that I want to push to, but I think if I am unwilling to even think about the future at all, then it makes it very hard to even go up the path to wherever that goal is, if I'm too scared to even get onto the trail. So, or think about the end of the trail. So I'm trying to push away that superstition more, and also become a bit less scared of, I think, success in general, because I think after being in university and being in an environment where it almost feels like everything is about success and setting yourself up for success, and getting into jobs that make a lot of money, or let you live a certain lifestyle. I guess those two things are pretty linked, but being in that environment where success for a lot of people is their North Star, I guess it sort of, I think for myself and others, put me off it and maybe want to look for value in other things, and not sort of seek conventional success. But I don't think that necessarily has to be the case. I think it's probably good for me to have my own definition of what success is, and I think I'm getting a clearer sense of that. I know that part of it is to be a good author, but also to have some recognition at the same time, which is a big step, because wanting recognition is something that I wouldn't let myself be honest about wanting before. It just felt too, I guess, like egotistical to be honest about the fact that I would like recognition for my writing. So that I guess is a big step, but also wanting to be financially stable, and wanting to eventually have my own place and some more material things too, I think, and letting that become part of a healthy idea of success again. And I don't want it to be entirely money driven. I think after seeing how much that comes into other people's idea of success, either because of their own values or their own circumstances, I don't think I'll ever gravitate towards that being my guide. But I think it's okay to be honest with myself too. Like I do want to be able to be financially stable and be able to have a decently comfortable lifestyle by doing what I enjoy to do. But that is a pretty lofty goal, I think, because it is really me saying I want to be compensated for doing what I love, when I guess the majority, almost everyone else, doesn't get that privilege. I guess I'm saying that I want to have this like humble vision of success, but really this idea of success that I put out for myself, which is being a self-sustaining writer that is able to live decently off of their earnings. That is actually a really big ask for the universe, I guess. So I know it's not gonna come easily or just for granted, but I guess the more important point is to know that that is something that I'm seeking, and that if everything else falls into place and I get to a certain level of writing where I'm happy to really share it out, and I manage to get published even, but I'm still not earning anything, and it's not the most financially sustainable activity for me to be doing, then I guess that's just a sign to say I haven't reached my goal yet, because I've got a lot of it down, but just not some of the material aspects. And I think I really was repulsed by that idea before, but I think it's not unhealthy to be honest about there being a material desire in it. Like I don't want to just be the struggling like artist, because I don't think, I'm not sure that really benefits the process at all. And it's just, why be that if you have a chance at having a more healthier lifestyle while getting to do what you love doing. So that's sort of me trying to become more honest with myself about my goals, but at the same time trying to get rid of the superstition and worrying too much about, I guess just worrying too much. I think that I have a habit of that, so I'm trying to let go of that, and part of that for me is just to say, this is what I want to be and what I want to do, and try not to think that I've jinxed it too much. So we'll see how it goes. But I feel more confident now. It's good just to sort of get it off my chest, like this goal, and the full sphere of it, not just the bit that sounds the best, like wanting to be a writer. Like, I think there's other facets of it, and being honest about them is helpful. So yeah, this video is dedicated to getting that out there and being able to be honest about a goal, and then go like crazy to try to get it, but in a way that isn't just guided by an unsustainable thing, like trying to get the whole picture of what you're looking for. So whether I guess that is like financial stability on top of being able to do what you love as a career, and combining that with recognition too. So I guess you could have the two others, be decently paid, get to do what you love as a career, but be an individual that no one has heard of, that no one really enjoys your stuff. I don't know how that would practically look, to be a published author who can live off the money but is someone that no one reads. But just as an example, I guess that is just one of the examples of a success that isn't complete in my mind yet, that still leaves something more to chase. And then I guess there's always something more after that to push towards, but just knowing what you're looking for and being okay with it, not just like downplaying it as something that is too egotistical or asking for too much, but instead just knowing that that is what you seek, and unapologetically letting that be your guide, but not letting it get out of hand, of course, but just honestly and bravely seeking that. So that's what I'm trying to do, and yeah, maybe that is of use, maybe not, but yeah, thank you still for watching, and yeah, to follow along, please click the buttons. Yeah, I appreciate hearing from people, and yeah, it's pretty motivating to see the responses to the videos so far. So yeah, thanks for watching.